we think, in all likelihood, probably final chapter of. So I shouldn't say chapter because the game is actually broken up into chapters, isn't it? Third and final part of our live stream of A Way Out. Now, lots has happened since we were last on the air. Mostly, I was brutally betrayed in my playthrough by Son of Time. Sorry, I'm just fighting back tears. When he went with a couch co-op girlfriend and finished the game without me. So, in the spirit of total transparency, Son of Time 23 now he knows the remaining decisions. He knows how the game, or at least he knows how the game can end. We're not sure whether there is multiple endings. We've no idea. We may discover that tonight. We may not. Depends. So, because of that, all the remaining decision making, because of the ultimate betrayal, and in a bid to try and get me over my heartbreak, the decision making for the remainder of our playthrough, the playthrough we've been streaming with you fine viewers, will be down to me. So that's Spookle Beans. All the decisions will be mine, which would give me some sense of power if I had any idea how the game turns out, which I don't, and instead Son of Time retains the power anyway. He has sworn to try and not influence me at all, but if he is just feeling a little bit curious about how the other decision went, you may hear the odd comment like, "Are you sure you want to do that?" Well, I'm not sure that's the right decision, but rest assured, all the decisions are mine. Anyway, without further ado, I think we left were we at an airport or something? I'm just trying to remember where we'd left off.
We've gone to the hospital because
hospital, that was it, not airport.
Wife is pregnant. She's gone into labour. So we've gone to the hospital. Although before that happened, an assassin sent by the antagonist, Harvey. He sent an assassin who we managed to escape, and now we've rushed to the hospital to see what's happening in the delivery room or whatever.
Right.
And
okay.
We'll see how that all pans out, shall we? I mean, what could possibly happen?
Yes, we shall. Right. Okay. I'm ready, and you're ready again, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, the bitterness is strong with this one.
In fairness, it was interesting though playing it a second time around with somebody else, because up until because we've played about 2/3 of the game at this point, it was a case of I knew what was coming and I knew certain puzzles how they would pan out, so I did allow my partner to literally work out most of it on their own, which is an odd thing to do because obviously we're working in tandem, discovering things in tandem as we go along. Everything's a surprise. For me, it's like, I'll just take a slight back step because I don't want to be running on, opening everything, unlocking everything, working everything out, telling you where the story's going.
So did you get to have more influence, like at the end of it, from this point onwards? Did you right? Anyway, love, I've not seen this bit, so I'll take over the decision making now.
Exactly. At that point, then we started veering off, much like me and you were playing, into areas going, oh well, what's this? What's that over there? Oh, this I can talk to. What's this I can interact with? And just taking that kind of approach, which is how the game's meant to be played. But it was interesting on a second playthrough, essentially, because it's kind of like, I imagine if you were playing it was a second playthrough in mind with, I already know the outcomes, therefore you'd be trying to influence the outcomes this time around. In our case, I was trying not to influence it up to this point, and after that I was like, oh right, it's fair game now. So.
I get mixed up pretty easy. Just say I'm senile. Just a fancy way of saying you're getting old.
I sound that old, man.
What I'd say. You have a nice day.
Maybe that's him from the future. Maybe I'm overthinking
this. Took time. Ooh, I didn't talk to these last time.
Leo, you look like you've been through hell and back.
We were in a car accident.
Just curious, what caused the car crash?
She says I fell asleep at the wheel.
He did. You did. He did.
Are you sure you should be driving, old man?
Of course. I'm an excellent driver.
Excellent, huh? He's crashed the car 3 times already.
You should steal his keys next time.
Good idea.
What I do quite like is that the two characters are very distinctly different, aren't they? Like their attitudes and things. So that like you say, you didn't speak to those people last time. So like if we'd had if Vincent had spoken to him and said the interaction is probably likely to be subtly but slightly different, and I just find that quite interesting.
I'm not always sick. You're more sick than I am. That's because I have the bad genes. We're twins. We have the same genes, right, Mister?
That was weird. Ask your doctor. You look alike.
You both look very alike.
On the outside, maybe, but she's way more sensitive to pain than I am. No,
I have to slap them both.
Yes, you are.
I have to measure it. No, that's a height. Not a random slapping twins minigame. Right, well, the maternity ward seemed to be over this way.
There is
according
one
to the
minigame we
sign.
can play right now, though.
Really? See how quickly he folds, ladies and gentlemen. See how quickly.
It ruins the whole game. This
Ooh,
is
played board game.
Oh, we have to be in specific chairs.
Oh wow, weird. I wonder why that
way
is.
out physics do not work in the normal world. Every minigame I played with my partner, she did seem to win. I was not impressed. So I was not happy about this.
I can play with my eyes closed if it helps.
Just have to hope you're rubbish at this game. Bearing in mind, though, you do actually have kids in real life, so in theory, you should be better at this game than me.
I'm not sure if having kids makes you automatically better at Connect 4 or not. I mean, it probably does. But, I mean, who knows?
I'm going to find out.
Just like chess, you've got to think like 7 moves ahead.
I'm just thinking of the counter in my hand. Oh, I think maybe where this is going, I'm not quite sure. I'm a bit scared.
Sly. What am I doing? I'm doing that.
Interesting.
Ooh, yes, Sly boots.
I was hoping you were too focused on your move to notice mine.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. I happened to spot that one. Yeah, I'll do. Oh yeah!
Oh, Booker, yeah.
Your luck.
Yeah, I did not say that. There may be a rematch another time. I might just have to sit this out.
I can.
I'm not bitter.
Be happy as
twice at this game now.
My 100% victories. Right.
I'm just glad we can replay this chapter, probably right from the beginning. We can have a marathon.
Oh.
Wait.
Don't like the look of this guy. It's his moustache. Reminds me of David from
You guys seem familiar. Have I seen you before? Nah.
Life is Strange.
Okay. Whatever.
Leo, you're so brash.
But your faces are so familiar. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere.
Talk your way out. Nah, let's knock him out.
You want to knock him out?
I want to knock him out.
He's so violent. Are you sure you're playing as the right character here?
Hey, yeah?
Poor guy.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
You need help, man.
What? I don't like taking risks.
That's all.
See, I'm just risk averse. That's all.
So,
Bye.
you excited to see your baby?
No one's gonna notice this.
I'm more nervous.
He's
Understandable.
left.
I was nervous too, but don't worry. You'll be fine. Thank you.
Balance. Oh, nice.
How hard can this be? Sorry, but you don't look too good. You okay?
Well, aren't you Prince Charming? As a matter
Oh,
of fact,
crikey.
I'm dying.
What do you have?
Lung cancer. Too much smoking.
Yeah? They say they're a killer.
They say a lot of things. This time, they're right.
I love that whole I'm having a really like serious conversation over on the right hand side of the screen. On the left hand side of the screen, there is someone playing around with a wheelchair, not meant for him.
Oh. On an 18. You'd be 18.
I can't remember what the record was between the two of us last time. but
How
I'll
long
see if I
did you
can,
play it for?
Yeah, I'm really good at this.
I love the kind of like mini games we've like literally been shot at, rushed to the hospital because of your pregnant wife, but instead of going straight there, we've been seriously distracted.
Shit. All right. Maybe not.
Come on. Like when we were looking for my wife, we were just playing baseball for a bit. Well, that's as far as I'm getting.
Well, I'll let you win it. I'll let you take that one. I don't know if I could get up to 36. That was really weird. There was like distant crying sounds on the game, and I honestly just took one of my earphones off to check whether it was one of my kids
What's
crying,
happening here?
even though Sarah's in.
Third time this week.
Problem with the wiring?
No, the wiring's fine.
Cheap
I think it's
bulbs.
a ghost.
Ooh.
Don't listen to him.
You serious? You really think it's a ghost?
Well,
I feel like Vincent would be a believer.
people die in here every single day. There has to be at least one ghost floating around in here.
Law of averages, he's right.
Oh yeah? So why is this ghost breaking bulbs?
Because
Law of averages on
He's trying to
things
tell
that
us something.
I don't believe are real at all. I don't know about that, but fair enough.
Bad wiring.
Yeah,
I'll
it
go
really
with
makes no
it.
sense.
maybe.
I think bad wiring seems more likely.
I remember having a conversation with my mum once. We're talking about like believing in ghosts and stuff, and I said I don't believe in them, and she was like, "Well, okay, why not?" And I said, "Well, there's always ghosts of humans." I said, "Okay, why don't you see a dinosaur ghost then? If ghosts are real,
That's
then
a really
everything
good
should have
point.
a ghost." And that's what I thought. I thought I've got a really good point. There's no ghost dinosaurs, and she said,
Even
"Well,
if I did,
they've moved on."
Come on, man.
So I just had to laugh. I was just like, well, yeah, they've probably got over it after, 65 million years or whatever it was. So it's just like, yeah, it's time to move on.
I just know. Trust me.
There's only so many asteroids and ice ages that you can get annoyed about. Just like,
Not
yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah.
So-
I've got a few other things as well. Like, I mean, how many people die a day? Like, just in one day, how many people die? I'm reckoning it's quite a lot.
It's a statistic. There's more people born than there are die. I've read it somewhere years ago. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah,
I don't know
makes
if it's
sense, but the
several-
population's
I think it's
slowly
something like-
increasing.
I think it's something like every 200 odd thousand to every 300 odd thousand.
Yeah.
So,
like,
ooh,
you'd think there'd be
Ooh,
quite a lot of ghosts, is all I'm thinking.
I've just remembered something. This is apparently, I believe, a trophy. Or maybe not.
I forgot to watch. Is it the moon landing or something? What are we watching here?
It does look like the moon landing, but what year is this set specifically?
I think
'Cause
I
thought
don't
was
know. It's
70s.
70
It's
something.
Vietnam 70s. It is, isn't it?
60s and 70s, right?
Because obviously, not being American, the Vietnam War to Brits is not like massive.
Yeah, it's not quite. I mean, to us, it spawned a lot of great movies, and unfortunately, that's about the biggest connection we have with it.
Well, according to a Wikipedia thing, the Vietnam War was the longest U.S. combat force participation, 17.4 years, from 55 to 75, but that's not 17 years. What?
Wow.
Oh, hello.
On the moon.
Is this?
I looked down at my phone for 2 seconds, and you go on the moon?
I fell asleep.
Right. This did not happen in our game.
It's all new. Oh, I've got control as well. Whee!
Hey! Loving it. I did not know this was a thing. We both saw the sofa to sit on. And apparently, I think you both have to sit on it because we read up afterwards looking at the trophy list.
Yeah.
But I did not know this happened. We just got told you had to watch the TV. I did not know this was like some kind of messed up dream sequence.
It's off.
My pouting the pod.
Oh man. Wonder if you get a dream as well. How to avoid crashing into the moon.
Hey, Vincent, wake up. Hey.
That was weird.
Come on, let's go.
I wonder what else we've missed. Like stuff that we could have sat on and sat down.
Come on, let's see you.
That is weird.
Tell me, did you get a trophy?
No.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I did. Yeah, sorry. No, I forgot. It actually happened early on in the thing. I thought it was about to pop then. Okay. Right. You're the leading man.
Excuse me, ma'am. My wife just had a baby.
What's the name, please?
Carol. Already?
Right, just follow me, sir.
Thank you.
Don't trust her.
Hey, Leo. You coming? Please.
Suppose. Your wife, man. Oh, by the way, here's Leo. He's a convict. Doesn't always go down well.
Hey, Carol. You okay?
I'm fine. Vincent, what are you doing here?
She's my daughter, too. This is, Leo.
It's nice to meet you, ma'am. Yeah. Baby girl, huh? I'll leave you guys alone. I'll be waiting outside. Yeah. And, congrats, by the way.
Yeah, it feels like a celebration. Right, I'm gonna.
Can I hold her?
Okay.
I'm throwing cards.
I'm holding a baby. Oh.
No, apparently what I'm doing isn't important enough.
She's so beautiful.
PlayStation heard you say I'm the leading man.
You know,
To be fair, there has to be some moments in the game where we do filter out Leo's nose because it does take up a large portion of the screen, to be honest.
so
It is, it's pretty extreme.
Puts Adrian Brody to shame.
Carol.
In fairness, we probably could have snuck your character out in Leo's nose.
Just
At the beginning of the game.
things will be different.
You keep saying that, but you're gonna get yourself killed.
That's
I can't live
different.
with that.
Huh,
I'm not
fair
gonna
point.
let that happen. I promise. You have to trust me, Carol.
No, no, what you're doing is more important. That's sirens? Why, most
That's the sound of
certainly
the police. Here we go. What could possibly go wrong by visiting your wife in a hospital who's just had a baby? I'm sure the police aren't aware of this. In case you try and contact your family.
I could have said, like, my sister's had a baby, but no, I had to go with wife. Although I suppose
We
her
can't
face
shoot
is
because
all...
we're in a hospital, apparently.
Oh, that seems reasonable.
What polite policeman?
Yeah.
Do you think they'll open the door for us as well and hold it?
Let's hope so. I think I'm feeling I'm going out the window.
Just go.
Go.
She was really happy to see you. It was well worth the effort.
I'm glad I made it. He even closed the window behind him, so...
There he is! He's running for it! Get him!
Ooh, a door I could open myself.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on.
I'm impressed. Oh, hello.
Look at this.
Stop, you're under arrest. Oh, okay, now that you've said that. Of course I will. Sorry,
Aw,
man.
Cuddles.
In you go.
Hey, yo!
Why's everyone got a beef? Ooh! Ash?
Hmm? Ooh.
He's running for it! Oh, shit! Give up! Hey! Move! Get out of the way!
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Nice and smooth. Whoa!
Oh,
Hello, me again.
I quite like the way it does that.
Yeah, we're opening doors ourselves a lot now.
Yeah. It's character progression for you. Better show yourself. Oh, sorry.
Why is this guy not banging on the door, making it really obvious I was in here? I don't quite get that. Fair enough.
Yeah.
We'll roll with it. Nope, apparently we're not. I thought I was here. Nope, I can't sneak out the window onto the fire escape like a sensible person. Looks like... yeah, I wouldn't go that way.
Come on, open, guys!
Roadhouse!
You're not just gone a different way. Oh, I like
Ooh,
it.
that would burn.
Yeah. Oh, it's me.
Which way?
I need to get up in that vent.
Vincent talks to himself a lot. In comparison to Leo, who's just like, shit, and that's it.
Oh, it's lucky everyone knows cops don't fit in vents, so I should be alright.
Yeah, that'll be fine. They won't work out where you've gone either.
No, no chance. Ooh, I quite like this.
Side scrolling.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Alright,
Wow.
Uh-oh.
let's go!
We were talking
Oh.
about this scene. I don't know if you've seen a movie called Old Boy.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Definitely a homage to they have a side-scrolling sort of scene, fight scene, and it's brilliant. So we were like, it must be a slight nod to that.
Yeah.
I'll beat every single one of you! Come on!
Oh, that dude just fell.
I think I've been done for murder about 16 times now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, you were only in for arms dealing before, weren't you, or something? Or was it arms?
Yeah.
I can't remember, was I?
Sorry, woman. And you.
Yeah. It's very, I like it. It's all about equality, this game.
Yeah. First took out about 8 guys and a woman. Your turn. You take out a bunch of people.
I need to find a way out of here.
I don't know. I don't think he's that stupid.
Oh, I am.
I'm insane.
Hey, think it came through the ventilation?
Yeah, looks like it. So, where'd he go?
I guess he jumped
Oh my
out
god.
and ran out.
Yeah, he must have been fast.
Only explanation.
The only explanation.
Think he might be hurt?
Maybe.
Oh, I thought I was going to do a cool Matt Damon slide all the way down. Ah, it's locked.
Just give up.
Give up.
Kicked it once. If I'm not going to roadhouse this whole window, I'm not doing the game anymore. Why am I fighting everyone and you're just like having to, just, you know, do nothing in that regard?
Yeah?
Whoa, yeah.
Just back away.
You see, last time Emily got to play as Leo, she did not fire a bullet. I
No?
did.
You can't win this.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Straight
you can't
away,
shoot
instinctively,
them.
I thought, I'd like,
Pop 'em.
yeah, pop.
Don't do anything stupid. Get over here. Take it easy.
Fuck! Piece of shit door! Open!
Not looking good for him, is it? Ooh, nice. I love that transition. That's very nice.
Oh crap. Damn.
Oh,
Think innocent. Think. Ah, people. I'll try to blend in.
the old Assassin's Creed way.
Your character just has to do a lot of sitting
Yeah.
and standing. Just don't move and the police won't see you. They're like T-Rexes.
These two guys in the paper.
Yes. You seen them at all?
No. Are they dangerous in any way?
If you see them, you make
No,
sure you stay
fugitives
close.
aren't
Stay away.
dangerous. They're perfectly safe.
Okay?
Will do. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Sure. We'll be patrolling this wing for now, so we'll be close by. If you see anything suspicious at all, let us know, okay?
Of course, officer. Thank you.
Stay safe, ma'am.
That hand in front of his face is a bit suspicious.
Yeah. Just like 4 cops.
But I mean,
Not
what do you
one
do?
of
What did
them
you do
has
in a
seen you.
hospital before mobile phones? You just have to look at your hands.
Yeah, that was it.
Right, is she going to say anything, do you think?
Dunno. You told me not to tell you.
La la la. Calm as anything.
There should be a whistle prompt now. Just
Cool
so
like
you can-
cucumber. I was just going to say, I hope he shuts the door. If he doesn't, he's an idiot.
I'm run straight into trouble after all that.
Ugh, all that sitting around for nothing. There was
Now you are
no
actually
logic
insane.
there. Just to
I'll
hell
jump
with it,
out
I'll
here.
jump out the window.
And hope it's okay.
Come on! Open! Freeze! Fuck! Surrender! Freeze! Shit! Stop! Come on! Let's go!
Just leave you to it.
Yeah, exactly. Leave me to it. Get in the car.
Yeah,
Fuck
see
her
ya,
off,
peace out.
apparently. It was good whilst it lasted. Bye.
I liked it. Totally unnecessary butt slide as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
don't know what this guy at the front's doing. It looks like he's doing a little dance.
Whoa! Nice. In the movie, there would have been sparks.
Well, that was good. I like that sequence, that whole
Yeah,
thing.
isn't it?
It was, how do you, as it's your first time playing that sequence, how do you feel about it? Because I was like, wow, we thought it was like quite fun switching between the two.
Yeah, I thought it was really like I was really like when it was on your bits, I was like quite tense watching yours, thinking when is it going to come back to me. I also did hit the button for one of your button prompts once as well. It was like a triangle in a corridor, and I mashed it as well, just to give that bit of extra help.
Why not? To be fair, we were doing that on the beginning of that we're in the courtyard of the first chapter. Whenever I saw your button prompts and vice versa, I could hear buttons clicking in the background.
Yeah.
This is me, not you.
Can't be too careful.
It's instinctive when you see singular screen though to do that, and but you know, because we're so used to playing on our own all the time in a lot of ways. So it's interesting.
You too.
Right, I'm going to grab a quick drink in this sequence, and
Okay.
I'll back in a second.
I hear you're a good pilot.
Well, I don't know about that, but thanks.
Okay.
Emily, does this thing fly?
What, does it look like a fucking bike? Of course it flies. Where are we going?
Mexico.
Mexico? You gotta be kidding me. That's way too far. I'm not flying to Mexico.
Emily, you know I always pay you good.
If you want to go to Mexico, you're gonna have to pay me way more than good.
We'll pay you double. Just take us there.
Double, huh? Good for that, Vince?
Yeah.
And he's back.
Where are you going?
Where do you think? Mexico.
So got Amelia back from the dead.
Mm-hmm. Andy?
I'm telling you the truth. I would never say anything. I would never do that. You know that, and I didn't say anything. They tried to
And this is the guy who we scared by moving his chair. In a bit of a dialogue situation that went a bit weird and wrong.
Let him go.
Get the feeling we should have moved his chair first, then tortured him, but apparently it's the other way around that really freaks him out into confessing.
You're good, Harvey. Good man. Thank you so much.
What are you thinking?
We need more men. He's coming.
Got it. Oye, Juan. Dime, jefe. Necesitamos más hombres. Ya, dale. ¿Cuántos? Todos. ¿Todos? ¿Pero qué pasa? No preguntes tanto. Hazlo nomás.
Whoa, wait, what? No! No!
There's your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Hey.
Like, if we haven't established that this guy is a bit of a jerk by double-crossing Leo in the way he did, and killing Vincent's brother, was it? And now we've killed the henchman who said he didn't tell him anything.
The gas tank's right over
He's
there.
really nasty.
He is. He's a
He kicks
bad
a kid
baddie.
as well. It's the baddest of the
What do you
bad.
think? Is this a good landing spot?
Let me see. Yeah, but it's gonna be a long walk through a dense jungle.
That's fine.
You could also parachute down here. That would get you way closer.
No thanks. I'm not good with heights.
Whatever you want.
Wait, Emily. Do you have parachutes here?
I do.
Hell no, Vincent. Are you crazy?
Do you know how much time that would save us?
I don't care. I haven't even seen a parachute before.
It's not that hard. You just pull a cord. Right, Emily?
Well, technically, you're right.
Come on. What do you say?
Ooh. You see, I'm all about the parachute.
I told you, kind of more your game at this point.
I know, but I'll tell you what. At first, I was thinking when they said, "Oh, like there's, it's a long walk through a dense jungle." I was thinking, Oh, I thought maybe we were going to parachute in, and then mentioned parachutes. Like, yes, parachutes. And then I thought, I bet everyone chooses the parachute because it's a way cooler way to introduce. And now I'm like, what happens when you land the plane? What does it make you play instead? So I'm going to assume wherever you land in the parachute, you're going to pick up at that point anyway. So I want to try landing the plane.
Okay. Let's land the plane.
No way, man. I'm not
I am curious. What did you
So you would rather trek for
What did you go
We
for?
parachuted.
Yeah, I thought you would have done. I think that's what I mean. I think everyone would do. Like,
Everyone
what
will
have
do
they
that
made
in a
instead?
game. In real life, I would demand we land the plane.
Yeah, I probably would as well.
There's no way I would just go, oh yeah, of course, why not? Save loads of time.
So I'm just pure curious about what, because I'm assuming as well there must be something. It might just be a different sequence.
Just get it on the plane, okay?
Well, I can tell you via the the sequence involving where we went over the bridge.
Yeah.
Going under it is different. You do eventually bottleneck to the same sort of area or same sort of moment.
Yeah.
But essentially, it ended up playing out a little bit differently in terms of how the action unfolds.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens in this case.
Play arcade. Ooh.
Look what I found. Let's play. What do you got here?
Yeah, because we haven't got anything important.
Nothing pressing.
I love this game for that reason. Nothing bad happening.
What the heck?
Yeah! Forget Connect 4, this is where it's really at.
What is it, like a
Ah.
crazy volleyball game? Ah! I don't even understand.
Harder than it looks.
It really is.
Got to press X to jump and get the momentum.
Missed it. Oh. How come it bounces on your side and it's like alright?
Not really, I keep hitting myself more than anything.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Ah. Ooh, slow measured approach. Oh.
Nice.
Ah. This is not going well. Ooh.
Ah!
Ooh.
Ah!
Congratulations. Thank you, Vincent. You're very welcome.
Didn't know if you wanted to cancel or like.
Yeah. I'm a sore loser.
So, you've got Connect 4, I've got that.
I can do some drilling as well.
Oh, we did the arm wrestling, didn't we? And you won. You know, when me and Emily did it, it lasted 15 minutes.
No way.
I'm not even joking.
That's insane.
We just every time I tried to hammer it at key moments in an attempt to beat her, she just kept tapping it like normally. So I was dispelling energy, and it made no difference. And then when she'd hit it, and I'd just tap it, and it just kept going backwards and forwards to the point where it was only until my cat did something really funny, I turned around and tried to take a photo of it. And that's when she beat me. She said, "Oh, you're using it as an excuse. You're using it as an excuse." I was like, "No. I was taking a photo of the cat. Look." I was just like, "Oh no, it doesn't count." Oh God. The tapping bits are really difficult. It's like it makes it almost impossible.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Darts.
More darts. But there was, if I remember correctly, something over here we can get a trophy for.
Ooh. I don't quite know where you are, but cool.
I will run into the doorway so you can see me.
Nah, that one? Or that one? Oh, there you are, I see.
I know, I'm over here. I wouldn't say it's a downside to the game, because we do have split screen, so it probably begs the question of why we need to know where the other one is. But there doesn't seem to be a quick, oh, here he is, over here. Now, I went to this before, but I was playing as Vincent, and nothing happened.
Right.
But we both have to be present, I think, for this.
Alright. Let's see. What does this button do?
Nope. I can't get on.
I'm out. Alright.
I'm out.
Nice.
Nothing happened here.
Just nothing happened.
Yay! I got a trophy. Mayday.
Ping.
So did you get a trophy at all then?
No, I don't get any trophies, which is fair enough. I've not
when you
bought
play
the game.
locally as a guest or as a local profile, you do.
Ah, that's good.
Because I was playing as a guest on my partner's profile, and trophies were popping up for both of us. So locally it worked. It just doesn't do it online, because I suppose technically from their point of view, you don't own the game. Therefore, you don't get the trophies. Maybe a bit harsh, I don't know, but I suppose there's no way then you can go, oh, I'm missing a couple of trophies, I'll just pop this on. You have to wait for, say, myself to put it on. So.
Yeah.
Right, we've opened the hangar doors. Is there anything else you want to do? If there is anything else. You seem to have done all the tasks. I'm assuming you got the logbook and everything.
Yeah, I did already. Then there doesn't seem to be any other mini... Oh, what we got here?
I went in here.
My own picture in the paper.
We're losing time here. Open up
like
the gates.
We have opened the hangar doors.
What the fuck is this shit?
No, I've only opened one of them. I'll get t'other.
And to be fair, you've done all the work in this level. Right, had a weird glitch on the game during this point. I wonder if it happens again.
Come on, guys. Get in the plane. We're ready to go.
Hey, get in. Let's go.
Nope, it's worked. We had a really weird glitch. We both got on the plane.
Yeah.
And then we both got off it straight away.
Oh, weird.
It just kicked us off it. It went, oh, there you go. You're off the plane now. And it was like, okay. And then we couldn't get back in for the first 30 seconds, and then it gave us the prompts, and then we were able to get back on the plane again. We thought we'd maybe forgotten something. It was like, nope, we just kicked you off the plane. Weird glitch.
Weird.
So we're landing.
Apparently so. Unless something goes wrong.
That we
Nervous? No. You? A little bit. Just enough to keep me focused, you know? That's good. Yeah. You know, I've been thinking about your situation with your wife. I might have a solution for you. Okay. You should write her a letter. What? Look, I don't mean to interfere, but I had a similar situation with Linda, so I decided to write her a letter, and it worked. I laid it all out, and she gave me a second chance. You know? I'm just saying that writing a letter really helped. You know? I mean, of course, it's up to you. I mean, I'm just saying that it worked for me, but it doesn't have to, you know. Anyways, look, I'm just saying it was a good thing. That's all. You feel me?
Yeah, well, I'm not
emotional
really
Leo.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an idea. It's just... Anyway, congrats on the baby. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awkward bromance moment.
Oh, that's a great bloke. See, I think that's how most blokes talk. I think we may be an exception to the rule.
in various half sentences and grunts,
Yeah.
and
And
often
awkward.
implied, but
Yeah.
don't want to be too sentimental about it. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And then backing up from what you've said very quickly.
Well, that was interesting. We landed.
Over there! We'll be back in less than an hour.
Take it easy out there.
See you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
So when he said, "Do you know how much time that would save us?" We're talking about half an hour at most.
But if you, I don't know. I suppose I guess either way is quite covert.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Let's do
we've
this.
got machetes. We've got
Did
some
you not
work
get
to do.
machetes before?
No, because we landed very close to where we needed to be. So I'm guessing there's a bit of a Predator moment here. Maybe we do take on the Predator. Maybe that's the side story.
Yeah, we get a short sequence of them cutting vines.
I'll laugh if
that's
we
nice
don't
too.
have to actually do anything. We just get there.
I told you,
So,
it's a walk
that's
in
it.
the jungle.
Oh no,
Get
there's
it.
an actual
Hey.
walk
Park
in.
walk
Ooh,
in the jungle.
Yeah.
different.
Can I hit you?
But parachuting would have been much.
Now, apparently, killing each other is not an option.
Interesting that it's split the other way.
Yeah, it does that quite a few times in the game. Like moments where you go single screen, or it plays with how it presents itself, which is interesting. Not many games do that. They like to keep a conformity going to, make it accessible and everyone get used to it, not get confused. There's one set of games that I do find weird. I don't know if you've ever played any of the Lego games, split screen. It doesn't do it like this or straight down the middle. It rotates. So if player 2 runs all the way to the right, it'll flip so that it's sort of split screen halfway through. And if he runs all the way to the left, further left and then player 1, it'll put him on the left.
Oh,
and you're like, what?
Does it work, or is it just baffling?
It gets a bit baffling. If you're really focused on what you're doing, then it's fine. But, if you're not really paying attention, you can get easily confused as to where you actually are. So it was an interesting way.
Car. How the hell did it wind up here?
We're in Mexico, man. Everything is possible.
Can I carve my name into the tree? Oh. Leo loves Vincent. Because as we just had a weird bromance moment, we maybe should mark the occasion. Oh, I'm gonna have to do Indiana Jones. Right. Kalima!
I'm trying to cut the bridge with you on it, but it's not working.
So alligators at the bottom, a molar ram kicking around somewhere. Kalima! It's like the shortest bridge to be doing that on, to be fair.
Yeah.
Probably fall all
We're probably
of
going to
3
jump it.
Yeah.
We must be getting close to Harvey's mansion now.
Keep an eye out
Really?
for those goons. They must be
You
around
put a
here.
mansion in this?
Mm-hmm. And the about half an hour that I said it's just a bit of an underestimate as well. A bit of an overestimate, sorry. You know how much time that save us? About 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
In gaming time.
I bet
Look
we
at
can
the way
climb
the
up over
light
there.
hits that rock.
That's
Clue,
nice, isn't it?
indication.
Ooh.
Just resting my back.
Just standing
Why
on
do
you.
To be fair, why am I doing that? I keep getting your character's penis in my face all the time through this entire. I'll lift you up. Don't worry about it. Why do I have to keep seeing that? It's your turn next time. Something for your stream.
There. You see, 2 of them.
Aha. When you parachute in, you come to the sort of this moment.
Right.
So, I will tell you now, the parachuting way is a lot more exciting.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to handle this. Do you want me to get the guy who's on his own?
Yeah, am I just being Overwatch here, or is yeah?
I don't know. That's how you want to play it.
I don't seem to. Oh no, I can. I didn't think I could move, but I can.
Oh, sugar. Ah, sugar. I blew it.
They got some reinforcements coming in. That must have been the last one of those bastards.
I got them all rich, don't worry about it.
I took 2 of them out.
When?
Maybe the ones you didn't see.
Oh, right, those 2 people I didn't see. Yeah, okay. You have
Well,
fun.
and when you say when, I don't really. I mean, like, there's not much more I can say. My screen of me shooting those 2 guys is on your screen too. You just didn't watch it. It's like I'm hiding it. I can't.
Nah. Didn't see it. Didn't happen.
Sorry, didn't happen. Well, if only I was, I don't know, recording all of this, so I could play it back at a later date and prove my point. If only we lived in such a world.
Then we can both watch you not shoot 2 people. Oh, is it trolling moment? Oh no, you actually... Yeah. Oh, right, I see.
I can't shoot you.
How about I say you help with the door? Well, I'll give you that.
Uh-oh.
Sniper, just stay low. That way.
Convenient place ladder.
Oh, I was not staying low.
Keep using X to roll.
Where is he? This sniper.
Go through there. Oh shit. Vincent, get over here.
Oh, I got shot a bit. Just a bit there.
Just pack a punch.
Oh, okay, we're not going out there then. I thought maybe it was just an alternative route. I'm not very good at climbing ladders.
Shit. Leo, take out that sniper. Okay. Nice. The sniper rifle. I'll stay up here and keep you covered. Go, Vincent!
Ah. Well, not as good with this as I should be. That all of them?
No,
Oops.
some more.
Oh, I moved. Bye.
Right, everyone.
got you in my sights. Crosshairs.
Ah!
Nothing personal.
Crap! More of them.
More of them.
Oh, was. I can't see him. You have to get him. Definitely see him now.
Whoa, there we go.
Bye! This gun is fun.
Ah, man.
Oh, what? Oh, can't see either at the moment. Oh. Saw him.
Leo, cover me.
Oh, he rolled.
Ah!
Right, there's someone in
One
them
up top
trees.
shooting
but
me.
I can't... Yeah, there's one at the top shooting, and I can't quite see him because the tree's in the way.
Yeah.
There's one.
Looks like that was all of them.
Aww. No,
Oh, I was
with me.
enjoying that.
It's ace.
Come on, Vincent, help me out over here.
I could just go over it quite easily. But no. Coming to be stuck with you.
Come on, Vincent, help me out.
Come on, Vincent, help me out. Oh,
It's a tappy one. Holding R2.
Not hold down R2. Loads of crash cars. In Mexico, there must be bad drivers. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Is that a
Yeah, I'd
racial
love to know how
stereotype
they,
to throw in?
It must be.
What a joke.
This bridge is broken.
Oh, man.
This is where they actually did film Temple of Doom. They just put the camera further out so it looked bigger than it actually was. It wasn't remotely dangerous at all.
What of you, huh? Too bad I'm not on vacation.
Wow. I didn't know Mexico was this beautiful.
There's
It's
two
working
people
for the
murdering
Mexican
a lot of other people.
tourist board, isn't it?
I don't know. Sometimes, yeah. Why don't we all go to Mexico?
I imagine if
Okay.
Uncharted had done this, like Drake and Sully,
Help me out. I need help here.
Yeah.
been amazing.
Sully would have talked about like a brothel he was in Mexico or something.
Yeah,
yeah. Or some deal that went south.
What's the plan here then? Chip away
Well, it
or?
looks like I can go right and you can go left. I think we can. Ooh, we can take these out stealthily. Yeah. I've got one stealthily. It's not quite Metal Gear with it.
No,
but...
I don't seem to have a place to hide, so they might just see me in a second. I don't really know. What's the button? Is it like R2 or?
Yeah, R2.
Booyah.
Got some guys here who get him rich. Get a Ray. It's like you just sort of tickled him, and that was it.
Yeah.
We've got a guy who's literally not turning round. I can't do anything. I literally think I have to wait for you. Ooh, where did he come from?
Don't know.
On my headset, someone's mentioned about pinchos mosquitoes something, so I'm assuming he's getting bit by mosquitoes.
Uh-oh. Oh no, got away with it.
How did that not fill? Why is that guy in the middle not marked, highlighted in anywhere?
I don't know. Oh, crap.
But how you weren't seen then? I mean, you even punched him right in front of him. This is the guy, I just can't get him. He's just right in front of me and will not turn. Thanks.
Booyah. For everyone, or?
Yeah, that was everyone. Let's get him.
Oh, was there not a stealth trophy for you? Ooh.
So despite that, he goes straight to... Let's kill him. See, I've got a shotgun, which is not ideal for long range.
Over here, Vincent. The gate is open. Let's go.
You can interchange shoulders though by hitting in R3, which is nice. We like a bit of that.
Oh, I do. It's one of my favourite things to do on any game.
Shit. Let's go to the gate.
Whoa! I'm in a bit of trouble here, getting shot at. See, we're getting our jam on here because all the years of Uncharted and Last of Us multiplayer.
Yeah. I didn't need to revive you yet, although that's weird.
I haven't set myself on fire with the Molotov yet. So.
That's the weirdest.
Hey, Leo, help me with this.
No problem.
And that's how all the cars got in weird places.
Yeah, it's exactly how it happens. Oh, nobody opens doors anymore.
Yeah.
That actually worked. Brute force. Always a winner.
Ooh,
You know that big
weapon.
scenario where we pick our weapons? If you didn't like it, well, here's something else you can have.
I actually quite like my weapon. I'm just going to keep it.
Fair enough.
They have a lot, and I have a gun.
Reminds me of the Frontier rifle. And The Last of Us.
Knock, knock. Oh, okay. 2 people to open this door.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh shit, get down! Piece of shit! You're a dead man!
But he's calling us a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, considering who he's working for, really.
I know.
Go! I'll cover you!
Oh!
Sorry. I got caught. Whoops. Game over then, that's it, we lose.
And that was that, yeah. A valiant effort, but ultimately flawed.
Well, we are taking on an army. It says he'll cover him, but me firing actually doesn't stop the shots. Oh, I think it distracts him as to who they're firing at.
Right.
My turn.
I don't know where I'm going.
I never noticed this last time.
What's that?
This is what you do to get their attention. What?
Ah.
I'm in cover. I didn't even aim. It just went, you're dead. Ash? Sorry again.
Alright.
I'm running this time.
Oh, I'm lost.
Getting caught between top and bottom screen.
Yeah. Like, oh good, I'm moving. Hang on. No, I'm not.
Whoa. No, but we'll go for it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That worked.
Surely someone had that, right?
Yeah, but now they're all scared.
Uncharted lag moment.
I need a hand over here.
Because climbing over the log seems normal. Why are we not climbing over this?
I don't know. Or like just pulling it off the thing it was propped up against.
Yeah, dropping it to the floor.
Yeah. But no.
Whoa. What was that? He said, don't shoot.
Oh, no good. I'm going to have to actually get closer. I was doing quite well from distance for a while there.
Are we looking?
Ooh. I'm shot by this dude.
Did you kill my guy who was up ahead?
Yeah, I think so. Marco. Aww.
Yeah, that's really weird. Said the exact same thing.
Really? Oh, you're in. How did you do that?
Dive in the pool now. Makes perfect sense.
Ah, diving board.
Can't do it from any point in the pool. Are you crazy?
To be fair, I didn't even see the diving board at first.
Couldn't help myself. Water looked too nice.
Right, here we go. It's time to storm the castle.
Ready? Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Roadhouse.
You think you just come into my fucking house? You think it's that easy to take me out?
What could
Hello.
they be referencing?
To my little friend. No idea. This bears no resemblance to any film I've ever seen. They're ripping off the end of GTA Vice City.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever finished GTA Vice City, but you
yeah,
can
I did
imagine.
actually finish Vice City.
Oh,
It's actually when I used to finish GTA games.
yeah. Oh, no, actually, I was going to say it might have been the last one I finished, but I did actually finish San Andreas as well. Not so much with 4.
So this is not the ending to the Wind in the Willows movie?
Not the version I've seen, no.
Because if I remember correctly, they do storm Toad's mansion. Does it not pan out like this?
I can't remember. I think maybe it's different weaponry.
Maybe, yeah. probably the mistake it made from being just a family-friendly movie to an absolute classic.
Whoa.
Hello. You got that guy above us? Where is he?
Right, we go.
There he is. Right, we'll storm this guy together, wherever he be. Oh, there he is.
Wow. Ooh.
Not looking good for him.
No.
Somewhere along the line, you made a lot of mistakes.
Don't even think about it. Slide it over. All right. Here you go.
Nice. Good distance. Ooh.
Well, he killed your brother.
Uh-huh.
And he left me to take the rap. What do you think?
I think, you see... See, again, I'm like, bring this to a violent end. Swift retribution, which I think was more Leo's way. But Vincent's also kind of annoyed with him. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vincent.
Vincent? Okay. You sure?
No.
Oh, you pulled that away last second.
I don't know.
What do you want to do? I'm not influencing this. I'm not telling you what I did so that you can go, oh, well, I'll do the opposite then.
You see, because I've deliberately, right from when we were streaming for the first time, I've actually gone, a lot of the time I've gone against what my initial thought has been.
Well, who do you feel's maybe more entitled to approach him? That might be a factor.
I don't know, they both got their reasons. No, I'm going to stick, my instinct said Vincent, and I guess I'm going to stick with Vincent there.
Alright, I'm going to hit it. Let's see if you see.
I'm going to stick to it this time. Yeah.
We went with Vincent, so we felt, it was his brother who was killed, so he was more entitled to confront him. Bit of a swagger about him. What's going on there? Bit of a pep in his step. He was probably sat there, got away during that time we were deciding.
Shut the fuck up. One more word from you and I'll put a bullet in your face. Wait. Leo. I still got it. That's what you're here for, right? The diamond. It's all yours. It's in the safe. Over there. You can take it. Come on. Get up. Go.
Shiny.
Let him go, Harvey. Put the fucking gun down.
This is tense. I was on the opposing end of this earlier.
I will shoot him.
You won't.
I will shoot him.
Okay.
I don't seem to have a lot of options.
You do? What do you think?
Okay. Next.
Look at that. Boom. 80s action movie style.
Nice. Oh, in the pool! Beautiful! Had to be.
Had to be. Little nod
Yeah.
there.
Bloody wears its influences on its sleeve, isn't it? Not that I follow it
Which
for it, but I like it.
Especially for an indie title, it's like you might as well go all out.
Yeah.
We've had Shawshank, we've had Scarface, you know, and a few other things along the way. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Dan! Leo, get on the bike!
Now we're gonna, I think, reference Uncharted 4. As you will see. Loading. Loading.
Loading. Measuring.
Loading sounds out too bad, especially for an indie game. Online as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Here they come! Shit! Let's keep going! We gotta find Emily! Should be this way! Focus on the driving, Vincent! They're shooting at us!
Screw. I'm Leo. I can't go. Whoa! I've got stuck.
It's all over for you.
Pretty much.
Woohoo!
So I caught you up.
You must be on the faster bike.
Whoa! I have guys right next to me. I'm very grey. Oh, all of a sudden, I'm fan. I don't know if we're meant to go separate ways at this point, but
Whee!
you're definitely more ahead of me. Oh, not for long.
No! Sorry, I missed that. I was like, oh, there'll be a ramp, there'll be but no. It's
No,
just blocked.
Splat.
Look out there, splat. Oh, crikey.
You're the top screen. Do you know what though? I often
Whoa.
I often gravitate towards down when I'm playing a game like this.
Yeah.
Even if I am player one, I automatically, even if I get used to it, I automatically gravitate towards the down screen. I don't know why. But yeah, this is definitely for streaming fans out there. If you've not played Uncharted 4, there is a
oh yes, it's more than a subtle nod.
Yeah, more than a subtle nod. The cooler thing about Uncharted 4 though is you can
I've
jump
gone the wrong
onto
way.
cars and
Yeah,
hello.
Sorry.
Yep, then again,
I accidentally
then again.
went backwards. This wasn't very
Why
clear.
not? This is not a traditional racing game where it's going to come up and say you are going the wrong way.
I was expecting Lakitu on his little cloud. And his little arrow.
But yeah, unfortunately we can't jump to and from jeeps and pull drivers out like Drake would, but we like the nod.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Don't hit the two cars if you see them.
What? Oh no!
You're ahead of me. Whoa!
I've made a friend there.
Why not? Everywhere you go, you're making friends.
Ah! Mostly crashing into stuff.
Here we go. Awesome, cool
Oh
moment.
yeah, baby! That was amazing.
And the cars topple and go crazy and explode. Damn
Yeah,
right.
of course they do. That was awesome.
You know, I have to admit, if that was happening to me in real life, that's exactly how it would pan out.
Yeah, definitely. You seem to be being shot at quite a lot, whereas I seem to just be getting off scot-free.
You have a nice leisurely drive while
Yes, I'm taking in the view.
If you get there first, though, you know, you're putting the drinks on, you know, you put the kettle on. Whoa!
Oh.
Yeah, I'm the one screaming grenades. You're just going, yeah. Oh, I'm ahead of you now. Your turn. No,
Whoa!
Still me.
No, I'm getting the grey screen as well. Whoa! And trees. And... Whoa! Is this supposed to happen?
What are we getting here? Attacked by a tank?
I don't know. I've got to go back for you.
Apparently so. Oh, sugar.
I'm coming, Leo.
Go! It's all you now.
Whoa.
Now this is very Uncharted. Someone shooting back and killing everything. Whoa! Where did I get this gun from?
I don't know.
Like, I was holding out on you, I had 2 guns the whole time.
Ah!
Oh,
One
got
Leo,
one.
sort it out.
Okay.
Aw, and I just got left behind. Oh no, I'm just a badass.
Right. Who rides a bike like that, really? But
I used to ride my BMX like that back in the day.
Oh, well, why not? Do you think you'd have caught a plane in your BMX?
Oh, definitely.
Hey, Emily! Great flying!
You guys are crazy! Vincent, you're gonna have to pay me triple for this.
You got it. Vincent, you're not gonna hear me say this often, but thanks. You too, Leo.
Yeah. Proper bros now.
You know what? I think I'm gonna write that letter to Carol.
It's a great idea.
I'm leaving you. That's all it says.
Why not? It's a long way home.
Dear baby, welcome to Dumpsville.
Not really.
Population, you.
All right then.
Game took a dark twist that no one was expecting. Loading. Are you reading that letter?
How are we doing?
We should be landing in 10 minutes.
Okay.
What's Leo up to?
Sleeping?
About time to wake him up then.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Vincent?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine. Leo.
What? Yeah. We there yet?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I don't fancy their chances of escaping this one.
We're going to just look to each other and go, I have got a plan. End scene.
Everybody stand down. Here you go. Good job, Vincent.
What?
I'm sorry, Leo.
I've been sat there for the last hour going, I can't let it slip. I can't let it slip.
Oh my word.
Flashback.
Did not see that coming. This game has surprised me. Well done, game.
Yeah, I was shocked. But you see how it's maybe adding up now? He in part told the truth.
Damn.
It's all there. Count it. Looks about right. Yeah, of course it is. You can always trust me. I'm not trusting nobody, my friend.
I used to have a dodgy mustache.
Just saying. Trustable guy. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Here you go. What do you think?
Huh. It's heavier than I thought.
It is.
Pleasure doing business with you guys.
You too.
All right. He's got it.
Finally.
What the fuck are you doing?
Shit! Shots fired! Shots fired! Go! Secure the area! Move in! No! Gary! Officer down! Somebody get a damn ambulance! Gary! Stay with me! Please!
No.
I'm sorry, please! Somebody call an ambulance now!
So in part he told the truth.
Yeah.
You're in big trouble, you understand? Where's Harvey? Where's the Black Orlov? What are you, deaf?
Also makes sense how we were able to escape prison.
Yeah.
So, big reveal for anyone who's joining into part 3, seeing the ending. Sorry guys, spoiler alert.
Oh, I did warn. I did say it was third and final.
Yeah.
It's all gonna rain down on
Hashtag shocking conclusion.
You got it?
An exciting conclusion, I guess.
I was quite pleased to see it. I wasn't expecting this over. Because
he's not gonna say a word.
The idea was Vincent's backstory is so convincing.
Yeah.
And that's the idea. We, as an audience,
we were convinced.
If anybody saw this coming,
Harvey and the Black Orlov.
because he doesn't at any point break character or drop a couple of hints amongst the game, other than his brother was killed.
Yeah.
You better sit this one out.
Because we were told the money laundering story, weren't we? And then Harvey turned on us, and Leo fills in the gap. Well, let me guess, money laundering, and we roll with that.
Yeah.
I need to do this, and you know
Crazy. Love it though.
Make it happen, James.
Great twist.
Yeah, it's a twist that's like not beyond the realms of possibility either, because we just didn't ask enough questions. about him.
Yeah.
We didn't poke holes in his story. We didn't cross-reference. We trusted him enough because he wanted us to get out. And now, here we go.
Oh, man.
I like doing that.
Get out of my way, Leo. Shut up. Take it easy.
Don't mess with me, Rich. I'm on edge.
Stay away. You don't have to do this.
You don't have to do this.
Oh yeah, I've heard that from you before.
Get in the fucking car.
Get in the car.
I'm fucking trusting you, Vincent. Leo, you need to calm down. Calm down? Are you serious? Look, I know you're angry. Angry? You haven't seen me angry yet, you backstabbing pig! Please, just calm down. Shut up! Just shut the fuck up! Leo, please. This is insane. I understand.
Just realised I've got a drive.
Realize that it's over, okay? Shut up, Vincent! You have nothing to say to me! You're nothing to me!
Oh, I feel like I've broken your heart.
I'm really sorry for everything.
Damn right you have.
Stop the car. Sorry? You're sorry, huh? I can't believe you, you fucking rat! It's over. The entire police force is after you. There's no way out of this. I swear, Vincent, one more word and I'll put a bullet right through your forehead. Shut up!
Yeah, I was sat for an hour, just sat there going, don't give anything away, don't let it slip, don't mention the word cop at any point. Because I remember like saying something about Vincent's brother being killed, and then I thought, like, don't say,
don't even,
how.
Oh, it's gonna be like Face Off.
Said references on sleeve.
Mm-hmm. I've got to shoot yet. Well,
yeah, I know. This is what's brilliant, because I was sat there when I was playing with Emily, I was just sat there going, I don't know if I can. I'm like, I'm too bonded to the character to like just, I'll just start shooting you. But then, I was sat there going, well, I've got to shoot, right? Because I've got to. I thought, I'll shoot round you and make it look like I'm trying. I didn't even know if that was going to be like a part of the game.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nah,
Emily was actually watching my screen at this point, so she could dodge my bullets. Because I went, at first I wasn't. I thought, I'll shoot your boat up a bit, and it got quite close. She was like, ah!
Intercept at the next trap, Emily.
No, no. You'll never get me.
You're not with that kind of shooting, mate.
I know the aiming moves ridiculously slowly. And it just veered off as well. I was shooting you, and then it's just like, oh, I'm going over here. Like, why?
Oh, sugar. I best want to look where I'm going. You can switch sides in the helicopter as well, by the way.
Yeah. But now you gotta wait.
Nice. Why not?
More explosions.
We need a few more. I should have left you in Mexico. Traitor.
There! Down on the right! See him running! Set us down over there!
I was screaming at the TV at this point going, no, just let him go, pretend you didn't see him, pretend you think he's dead. Just like, let's let it go. He's helped you so much. You even took him to see your wife and baby, Jack.
No wonder the wife just looked kind of annoyed at him and not very sympathetic at all for the framing of his moida.
I know it's not because you've been sent to prison for a crime you didn't commit. It's because you chose to go in there at this time in our lives.
Get out of here!
Leo really has a bit of a problem. I'll just hit every woman I see.
I don't want to hurt you, Emily. Just get out.
You know I can't do that.
Don't fucking push it. This is between me and Vincent. Now get the hell out.
Just be thankful he didn't have a lamp in his hand. He would have just planted you over the end.
Yeah.
Go! Leo! Please stop this. How does it feel to stab someone in the back? I know you're disappointed, but Harvey killed my brother. I had no choice. I can't fucking believe this! I'll talk to the captain. We'll reduce your sentence. My sentence? You're a dead man, you piece of shit! What about your son? Alex, shut the fuck up! Don't you mention his name! You don't get to mention his name! You hear that, you piece of shit? You're a dead man! You piece of shit!
So, I've got one question for you. How competitive do you want to be?
I don't know. Is only one of us getting out of this alive? Oh my god.
Well, I said there's potentially 2 endings, I think, here. But we'll see. I don't know how the game's going to work out.
Oh man, this is harsh. It's like Double Dragon all those years ago.
Oh, we can't get to each other. I never actually tried that.
Ah!
Oh yeah.
Not enough? I got plenty more bullets! Ugh, shit! I'm just getting started. You're gonna pay for this.
I see. Oh, I see you there.
Oh!
Take that.
And then Vincent left. And that was the end.
Happy ending.
What's going on here?
So, did you envision this ending?
No, not at all.
My eyes! Leo, if I have to, I will take you down.
Can't see. There you go. I'm actually a bit lost as to where you are, so that's interesting. I'm trying not to look at your screen.
I wonder where that pig is hiding. Where are you at, Leo? Let's put an end to this.
I'm trying all the potholes here. Oh. Oh, I see. Using natural cover, are we?
Give up, Leo. This won't end well.
Oh.
Is this what you saw with Emily, or was it?
So far, yeah.
See? It's down. Push it away. Leo,
I think.
Don't do this. Sit up! On your knees! I said on your knees! How do you feel about this now?
Ouch. Ah!
Whoa! Didn't you get to do this before? Oh, hello.
Punch up.
Interesting.
Did you not have this before then?
Mine and Emily's got to in the gunfight. I licked to the first 2 rounds, but on the other one I kept jumping in and out of cover by accident because of the way you cling to cover. I kept hitting the wrong button, so she caught up. So, but we didn't have that. It's like I've sort of got the massive advantage there in health.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as to what happens. Because we were really close to the last punch. But I don't know if that means it's going to try and balance the game by giving a bigger punch to you in terms of health. I don't know if it is. Ooh. And every punch produces a flashback.
I've not got any flashbacks left in
there. Your past is short. Well, they were happy at some point then.
They were. Before they were married.
You're trying to retract from it? Building the suspense. Bit harsh.
I know.
Right, okay. How competitive do you want to be?
Okay.
What you decide.
Super competitive, go for it.
Right, 3, 2,
2,
1,
1,
go.
Oh wow! I wonder if the health has anything to do with it, 'cause I'm tapping like crazy, but it's...
Oh, I think you're right.
That's it?
No, right. The health does have something to do with it, because before we were so close.
Yeah. Is it this way around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Rich.
Oh man.
The health has some because we were so close before. Literally, it must have been half a second in it.
Yeah.
But Emily was playing as Leo, so I've got the same ending.
Yeah.
I've obviously found it easier because I thought maybe the punching had no relevance when it went to
But it
this.
does? That's
It has no
interesting.
point, but it does. It made that tapping miles easier. But
Yeah.
it's similar to all the other bits with the exercising and stuff. It gets harder as it goes along. It would make sense.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to leave you for 1 second with this ending.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
My letter to Carol.
And he's back. Ooh.
I like his beard. Takes the emphasis off his nose.
Yeah, a little bit. If only his nose could grow a beard. Couldn't confront the wife. So I'm curious to see the other ending, because that's how it's panned out for me twice. But yeah, I like that though, that the health bar made a difference. I actually didn't think it would. I thought we were going to come to the exact same point.
Carol,
if I'd known that, I would have easily beat Emily.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the broken promises and not being there when you needed me. I'm sorry for no longer being the man you fell in love with. My biggest regrets are all the moments we didn't get to spend together. From now on, I don't want to miss a second together with you and our beautiful daughter. If you let me, I'll be the husband you once loved and the father I know I can be. Yours forever, Vincent.
Well, if you hadn't gone gallivanting after Leah, you'd still be alive right now. I can't help but feel that Vincent sort of brought it upon himself, that last bit.
Yeah.
But it's very much, for me, it was like a parallel for the movie Heat.
Yeah.
That kind of ending where it's like, am I rooting for the cop or am I rooting for the villain here? I don't really know. I'm really torn.
Yeah, it's hard to. I like that it committed though and killed one of them off. Didn't think you'd actually get that.
I thought we'd get a moment where the ending would be some kind of cheesy thing where they eventually do what they're doing and they get caught and then end up back in prison and it's sort of
setting it up for the sequel.
A sequel. Yeah. Like a joke, but they went for a much bolder, much more interesting and brilliant ending. I actually think it's one of the better endings to a game.
Yeah,
I mean, there's probably a couple of plot holes there along the way. Maybe.
I'm sure, but...
in terms of just he's a cop and somehow why are they chasing him then? If the whole idea, I know they have to make it look that way, but why capture Leah at all?
Yeah,
the plan is to get him there. There's a couple of moments where that maybe falls short, but I guess it's more for us as a player to be so convinced by the story that you don't think about it for 1 second. They didn't want to allude or drop any hints at any moment. And your last words to him were, just go. Sorry, rubbing salt in the wound there.
Just go. You know you're going to go anyway.
So yeah, I've seen the same ending. But I was pleased to discover that the fight actually does have an impact then. I do like that. And that's an interesting way of doing it. Making it easier for one player or the other, depending on how well it turned out. Because, it makes sense. How many times have you seen it in a game where someone's been beaten up so badly, they somehow get up and just finish the other person off, and it's like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's like, I've just watched them get, stabbed, punched, shot. I'll just finish this, shall I? There you go. So how do you think? What do you think?
I thought it was ace. I really did. Especially the ending. The twists actually, wasn't expecting any of it to go. I suppose I thought one of them might die, but I thought it might be like one of them dying saving the other, and there was a decision to be made there or whatever. But that sort of a thing, let so and so die or whatever. But I didn't see
I thought initially it was the Scarface moment where you're at the table, one of you has to approach. I thought one of you is going to get shot then.
Trick. Yeah, that kind of thing, something like that. Like you don't know that that's what the decision you're making is, but that sort of thing.
But when you think, oh wait, I have to approach or he has to approach, and one of us is either going to finish him off or it's going to lead to something like that, and then when they didn't play that card, you sat there going, right, okay, we'll probably land and we'll get caught by the police, and say it'll do the cliche of we're back in prison, and it'll be a bit of a joke, a little pat on the back to each other kind of moment.
Yeah.
But the fact that it twisted it another way, I thought was outstanding. I genuinely did. I know there's some plot holes and some narration there that doesn't quite add up, and some of the dialogue's a little hammy in places, but I think overall it was a really effective game. It's one that a lot of people are talking about, and with good reason.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm impressed for the kind of commitment that the guy who's made it, or guys who've made it, have shown to that. We want it to be couch co-op, or a 2-player at all times. And that's why, because that ending doesn't work in the same way at all single player.
No. Yeah, I agree with that completely.
And a lot of the action sequences don't work at all single player.
No. I mean, if you played that single player and you had your buddy, and then you say you were playing as Vincent, and you found out that you're the one who betrayed him, you might be a bit resentful of it or whatever. You'd have some emotional response. But I think the fact that you've played together, and then that moment where you're having to shoot at each other, fight each other, is a twist, because that's the first time that's happened in the game, and it's a big moment. It's not just, oh, hey, we've thrown this in now. It's a big moment, and we're actually going, we're competing now.
Yeah.
For the first time, we're competing for each other's lives, basically. And we know, we feel the inevitability of it when you're playing, that one of you is going to have to go down.
Yeah.
And I really love that, because I was just like, didn't see it coming for a start, and then once you're thrown into it, you're like, as I've played as Leo for the entire game, and you've played as Vincent for the entire game, whilst we both like each other, we are invested in our characters to the point where it's like, well, I want to live. I want to be the guy who lives. At least that's how I.
Yeah. No, I did. I wanted definitely, because like that's whoever I'm assuming anyway. If the other way around, you get the other perspective, so you get a reconciliation between Vincent and his wife, and then you see the Leo's wife and kid, see them left alone, and see like there's not a good ending, basically, whatever there's going to be, unless there's a third ending.
It's weird that there's unless there is that. I don't know how you would do that. I would be curious to see if there is a third ending, but I think it is just the two.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that it's a co-op game for 95% of it.
Yeah.
That 5% is the key percent to making it more interesting than a co-op game of any description that you've ever played before. Because I mean, maybe there have been other games where you've had to turn on each other and be competitive, but I don't.
Well, I mean, I mentioned that Double Dragon. Because Double Dragon, like dead old game now, 80s game. You were brothers Billy and Jimmy Lee, which actually weirdly I thought, when we burst free on those motorbikes as one red and one blue, I was in my head I actually said, oh, like Billy and Jimmy Lee. Why red and blue always invokes that? I have no idea, but it does. And when you got to the end, if you were both still alive, both still had credits, lives left as you got into got to the ending, and you killed the boss to rescue Billy Lee's girlfriend. Suddenly you had to just turn on each other, and one of you had to kill the other. Whoever killed the other one won the girl. It was absolutely horrific ending. So a far cry from what we've just seen tonight.
I imagine the premise and the build-up wasn't quite on point, and there was no reason for it, other than, why don't we just have these two people killing each other?
Yeah, it was like suddenly Jimmy Lee at the very end is like, you know what? I want your girlfriend. And worse yet, the game portrayed this woman as like, yeah, well, these two brothers are kicking the hell out of each other. Whichever one dies, I'm going to be with the other one. I'm like, wow, this game is just wrong. Well, even as a kid, I could see it was just bonkers.
Is that not a thing? It was a thing during the 80s. Whoever lived, was clearly the alpha male. Therefore, you were overly attracted to the
women.
It doesn't matter that you just murdered someone in front of them, especially someone you knew and probably cared about as well. But that was your brother. He's dead to me. Because you're a woman and you have breasts and he doesn't. And it was just like, whoa. It's a weird 80s moment. It was like really normalised, and I do find it funny when you get people now who go, what do you mean they did that? It's disgusting. And you just go, no, it was just very normalised back then. Not right, but that's the way it went. But yes, Way Out, very different in terms of that, but
so, just out of curiosity, then, obviously you've got the options and everything in front of you. I've just, because I'm playing on the trial version, I get no trophies, I get nothing. How close to the end can you jump in? Like, how that you can like do a chapter select? Have you got to play like the whole fight again, the whole sequence from like what's the latest you can go in?
I'll have a look actually. I've never thought of that, 'cause Interestingly enough, it does seem to do the 2 game saves, local and online, separately. I
That's
think.
quite handy.
I could be wrong. Oh, actually, no. Wait a minute. Sorry, no. I stand corrected. I did put this on my partner's PlayStation, so I might be misreading that.
Right.
Let's have a look. Chapter select. So we've got literally the very last chapter that I can see. We can literally, the bit where we're punching each other is where we can pick up from.
Do you fancy seeing the other ending?
Yeah, why not? It looks like the gunfight conflict face-off. They even call it face-off.
Nice.
Yeah, so I suppose we could. I don't know what health we'll get. Will it know what health we were at this point?
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair,
it doesn't really matter. We're stacking it one way instead of the other, aren't we? Deliberately to see the other ending. I was just wondering if it was easy to just do that, basically, to let Vincent win.
I have to invite you again. Yeah, I mean, I just won't tap the button.
Yeah.
If I've got more health than you, I just won't tap the button.
Alright, let's try this.
It's a shame, though, because by doing that, particularly that moment in the chapter, it forces you to just, trophy hunting wise or whatever, you can just literally do that moment. You don't have to play certain, in other games where there's choices. I suppose that's why one playthrough is more important than the other, and the ending is the only thing that really typifies the game itself. When you play other games, like if you're playing Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls or any of those things, even certain big RPGs which like got 40-hour campaigns, you got Mass Effect, for example. Certain decisions you make early on in the game have a big effect on the outcome later in the game. In this, it's like, oh well, we'll just see how this goes from this moment.
Yeah.
So shall I be Leo again? Well, I suppose it doesn't matter, does it?
Doesn't really matter, does it?
So yeah, very last chapter. See what health we've got. I won't tap. You can tap, and you can shoot me in the face.
We could just watch it on YouTube, but I'm because we've put the time into the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm curious to see the other ending, and I don't see us playing through the whole thing again.
Well, I would have done. I probably will at some point, but probably need a bit of a break because for me, from my point of view, I've played it twice now. But I think that's a good thing because you can play as alternating characters, and I got to play as Vincent the second time round. It did make the playthrough more enjoyable because I was seeing things that you were seeing, and I was more focused on what you were seeing on it as you played as Vincent. So I think it does warrant a second playthrough normally. And I think, as I've said before, we paid $24.99 for this game. I think it's fantastic that we've got to do that. Right, it's letting me do this. Okay, right.
Oh no, it's given us virtually equal health this time.
This is kind of, more. We were even closer, I think, me and Emily. So literally, I messed up so much on that last rooftop bit.
Yeah.
It was pretty much like, I had it in the bag. Just like, nope, just didn't happen. I messed up so much. Your turn.
I think I've got a little bit left.
But it must have taken into account our previous playthrough to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It seems to have given a bit of an edge to my character. What happens if Leo sneezes? Is that like an ultimate ability? Or,
I think so, yeah.
Does that mean you just instant death?
So were there more flashbacks or did you both have really low health, did you say?
We both had low health. I think it doesn't make any difference.
Right.
We just get the flashbacks no matter what.
Yeah.
I think it's equal proportionate. It's just once the flashbacks are done, you're not going to get 0 health. You're going to get next to 0 health. I mean, literally, when we were playing it, I think I had one punch and went, "You're dead. You're dead." And I thought that would be it. But it was like there must have been a slither of health.
Yeah.
That was enough. Right, I won't tap. Let's see what happens, dear viewers. As I make no effort to save my own life.
It's just the game just like, no, you're letting him win, stop it. Wow, it's still really difficult. At this moment.
I'm not letting him win. It's just I've seen.
Yeah, we've rewind it a bit.
Rewind. We've seen one ending. I'm making an effort now purely because I can. Giving you something to worry about. There you go. Nah, you've won.
Can I choose to not aim? No, you have to aim.
Not only have you betrayed me, you've shot me dead. You could shoot me in the knee at this point, being a cop.
I know.
That would put an end to it.
Yeah, don't give me the option. I've got to shoot you in the chest.
Straight for the chest. Yep. Why not?
Oh, could I not aim? Just like actually no.
Wait a minute. Are the raindrops going back up?
Yeah, it's actually just rewinding it. It keeps it cinematic.
It's a beautiful effect. I like it.
Yeah. Sorry, Leo. Deserved it.
If you think about it, what did I do to you? I just helped you through all of it. Well. It's the bit where, as a cop, you call an ambulance. Maybe in the 70s it was different, I don't know. I don't have a letter to give you. Do I just punch you? What do I do? You're gonna have to write me a letter real quick to my wife.
So they sort of share a moment with the...
Ooh. Do I live?
Nah.
Nah, what do you mean nah? I'm hopeful here, come on.
Nah, I don't think there's a mega happy ending.
Super mega happy ending.
They have a moment after he unnecessarily shot him in the chest.
Yeah, it's like a hint that deep down somewhere amongst all this chaos, even though we believe in what Vincent is doing is right when it comes to Harvey, 100% we've got no disagreement here. The guy needs to die or be arrested either way. Can't arrest it. Although I do question going all the way to Mexico and blowing this guy's brains out and it being completely legal and his whole department's not got a problem with it.
20, 30 different minions that were shot to death. He's just going to pin all that on Leo.
But let's just assume that was okay back in the 70s.
I think it was, yeah. Law enforcement was a definite...
There's some grey area there as to what was right. But there is definitely a moment where he's sort of become the bad guy in this, at least from my point of view. I think Leo's not he's a criminal, but never really hurt anyone. He just stole. Oh, your character has the balls to face the wife.
Can I come in?
Sure.
Hi.
Hey, Alex.
Shot your dad.
Where's Leo?
Linda, we need to talk.
Remember, she often has a gun. You might not want to tell her.
Alex, why don't you go out and play some ball?
Okay. You wanna play?
She already knows.
Not right now, baby. We need to talk.
All right.
It's about Leo.
What about him?
We don't even get to hear what he says.
Because he's lying.
If you're a YouTuber, I will say says rather than says. We're from Hull, sorry. We apologise. What's that mean? Something tells us he's not going to be happy.
So you kick him out, love. Yeah, this ending feels much worse, I think.
Yeah. I think it really does push towards Vincent being the bad guy in this thing. Whilst through a majority of the game you've not felt that way.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't seem happy about it. You're not like he's not happy that he's the bad guy, but yeah, it's like, that's a more harrowing ending than the other one.
I mean, I like both endings.
Yeah.
I think in an odd way, because of the moment, I would lean to Leo. Yeah, he's a criminal. He actually is a criminal. The cop is not a criminal. But you can't help but feel, in terms of the moral sense of what's right, there's some problems here. Particularly for Vincent, he has to do what the law requires him. But as I was screaming out to you before, there were moments where he could have just let him go.
Yeah.
Could have just gone, I lost him, couldn't find him. Could have made up any old excuse, and we would have agreed with that and gone, good for you, Vincent. You realise he's a good guy, really.
Is it bad that I've just noticed that Vincent and Leo are just as bad at parking on that particular stretch of road?
Just like, if there's a rewind moment in this game, it's not the beautiful raindrop moment with the gun, it's that. Get that right. Oh, and you're even going to use your so-called friend's advice.
It's my resignation from the Bureau.
Oh.
It's over, Carol. I'm out.
Oh, he's going to be a family man.
Please. Just give me one more chance.
I named her Julie.
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
I'm going to point out one thing. How are you going to provide? No, you've quit. I mean, you held up a convenience store petrol place.
Sorry.
So you're not working in one of them.
I know you are.
Maybe he pocketed that diamond.
You want to come in?
Ooh.
Don't mind.
I suppose that's a nice moment for him.
Yeah.
You know, he's had a tough time of it. I don't know if he does deserve that. Maybe he does.
I don't know. I just think this doesn't feel like the right ending though. Maybe it's just because we played the other one first.
It's interesting. That's what I like about the game, though. Is it divides the opinion of what the right ending should be.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, when you go see a movie and you go, oh, I wish it hadn't ended that way, it would have been better if this had happened. You're actually getting to see both sides of the coin, and getting to decide. And I like that debate as well. That's something games provide that, say, maybe movies don't, even if they do have an alternative ending on the Blu-ray or DVD or whatever. Games let you go through it properly as part of it. It doesn't shy away from it, it includes it. So
I don't know, I think for me as well, like, Leo killing Vincent makes more sense.
He's betrayed, because he's been betrayed by
he's betrayed,
Harvey.
He's angry.
He's been betrayed by Harvey, and then...
And he's being chased. Yeah, and he's you know, it's not a case of just, like, oh, I'm going to kill you because I hate you because you betrayed me. Obviously, he's angry, but it's the fact that he's being hunted down as well. It's like, no, you know, like, you've betrayed me, you know, and if you're going to keep on hunting, if you're going to keep coming at me armed and stuff, then
actually, that's a valid point, because
down.
whilst he doesn't have as much of a connection with the pilot Emily, he steals her gun. He's been betrayed by her as well. He has the moment to kill her, but goes, like, no, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's obviously more personal with Vincent because they've gone through so much.
Yeah.
But if Vincent had backed down and walked away, that would have had to have inevitably dispelled Leo's anger. Because he would have gone, well, I'm not going to stick around to kill you. I need to get back to my family. I need to escape. That's what I need to do.
Yeah.
But because you won't give this up for whatever reason, because that's maybe the defining moment of the game that's sort of missing to us. You see it a little bit with, obviously, Vincent has to go after his brother's killer. That makes sense. And the whole ruse makes sense to a certain extent, to the point where you can forgive him for lying to Leo the way he has, because he wanted to get to the ultimate goal was to avenge his brother. His brother means more to him than Leo ever would. It's just along the way he's become friends with him, he respects him, he cares about him.
Yeah.
But does he? Because he's gone and done that. What's you know? I think the problem we've got with a game like this, when it's a bit indie sometimes, and some of the translation hasn't quite come across, and some of the dialogue's not quite on point, is that moment of why would you do that? Why would you? There's that moment missing from it that doesn't quite add up fully for me.
Yeah.
And hence why it then makes Vincent look like the bad guy. If there was a real motivation as to why he wouldn't let him go, then I'd get it.
I suppose it's just like, as something as simple as like it's his job. You know what I mean? Like he can't just. But I mean, even then, like at the end, he doesn't need to. Vincent just doesn't need to shoot him. He's got the upper hand. He's got the only weapon after they've been fighting. It could be like, look, it's over. I suppose what they could have done would be if they'd had Leo coming at Vincent in that last scene. If you're, but they're not. They're sort of like in both instances when the gun's pointing, the other person is static. They're not coming at them. I think maybe that slight contextual change, if like Vincent's holding the gun up, like trying to say, look, I've got the upper hand here, but Leo won't stop and keeps like he's going to push him off the edge or whatever. So Vincent has to shoot him. That would have worked. And that even still, if they were going to do the lazy skin swap, that would have worked for the other way around as well. Like, Vincent's not going to stop. He's going to arrest Leo, so Leo's like, right, he's not leaving me alone. The only way I'm getting out of this is to shoot him, and he's betrayed me, and all the rest of it. But the fact that they're just sort of there, static, and then get shot.
Yeah. It is the thing I say, for Leo's got more reason to shoot Vincent because not only the betrayal, but the whole Harvey incident before being betrayed before that. It's the reason he ended up in prison, and he's got betrayed again, and he'll end up in prison again because of that betrayal.
Yeah.
And you sat there going, no wonder you're beloved. You sat there going, I've invited you into my life, I've shown you my family, my kids, and you've done that to me. His motivation. Yeah,
and he was already in jail. It was like when they met. It was all he's broken him out of jail.
Yeah, everything's made Vincent the bad guy in this game, which is why I like the game because they made that bold move. But it's also there are a couple of stipulations where we're going, this doesn't quite add up, but it's definitely. Rather than having, I guess we were hoping when we did this, we're going to have a conversation about who was right and who was wrong. Unfortunately, because as you say, one or two subtle choices within it, it's not quite led up to who was right and who was wrong. Who do you agree with? Who do you side with?
Yeah.
I would find it very difficult for anyone who says, no, I think Vincent's completely right and Leo should be behind bars.
Well, I suppose the other thing is that because we are playing as convicts, like both of us.
Mm-hmm. From our initial point of view,
Yeah. So when Vincent betrays Leo, he actually betrays us all. You know what I mean? We both felt betrayed. By Vincent. I was like, oh, brilliant, my character's a cop, that's fab. It's like, no. Like, I've gone through all this thinking that I'm on the wrong side, that I'm, maybe innocent and have been convicted. But no, I've been planted in there to gain the trust of this poor, big-nosed chap.
Yeah,
and now I've brought him to the point where I'm, I've given him a taste of freedom and support and love and compassion, and now I'm going to shoot him for not going back to jail, for doing everything I've done.
It begs the question of whether the developer went with that in mind, that the player will feel betrayed.
Yeah.
To create that, and inevitably you might lean towards wanting Leo to win, but the difference is when you're playing 2-player, when you have that moment where you're having to tap and you're having to fight each other, no matter if you think Leo's right, you're inevitably going to try and play it as if you tried to kill me, I tried to kill you. That was the way the game got. That's what I liked about that.
Yeah.
I went, no matter about your morals at this point, it almost does play into that. It's a game that's about co-op for most of it, and it tried to avoid the multiplayer competitive side until the last moment, where it did the flip switch moment. And that kind of traditional gaming that we have nowadays, multiplayer, where we have to kill each other. Because we joked about it when we've been playing Last of Us, for example.
Yeah.
Multiplayer on that. If we ever accidentally got put on opposing teams, we would play competitively. And I liked the fact that it brought us back to that kind of moment where we were sort of going, no, well, it doesn't matter what we've done. If a gun's pointed at us, we're going to try and deal with that. We're going to try and win because we have to, because we know the outcome otherwise.
Now, thinking about
I liked
it,
that about the game.
Were all the mini games in it? Were they all competitive? Or was there anything that you could do that was
Connect
not?
4 is
the weird arcade game. Darts was
basketball. Basketball was with the kid one. Sorry, baseball. Technically, there's a high score there. For us to win. So they're all competitive, but
it's just little tiny things. That's what I mean. It's just a little drip feed, almost like foreshadowing that competitive edge. Because it's the only time in the rest of it that you're ever sort of against each other. But it's all like games, isn't it? It's all like unimportant.
It's all jovial.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's like we want to win, but in reality, if we lose, it doesn't matter. But then when it comes to this moment, you're right, it matters so much to the point where you're like, this is important. We have to play out the way we want it to play out for our ultimate survival, for our moral code, for everything that the game's about.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought, even if some people might want to say, oh, the ending's too big a twist, it's contrived, this, that, and the other, and some people might think that, I hope not. And as I said, we might argue that there's certain dialogues and there's certain narrative and certain turns that don't quite add up to lead to that point, maybe. I think that's a fair enough comment. However, that moment is typified by the gameplay that precedes it.
Yeah.
To the point where, it makes it one of the most interesting endings to a game.
Yeah, it's one that's gonna.
I would actually go that far. I was like, when I was playing it the first time round, and now to see it second time round, I'm still finding new things within it, and new thought processes and turns and little subtleties. I never even thought, as you said, the Man of Games, it never even occurred to me that that's a little subtle nod, gesture towards that ultimate moment. When we laughed about Connect 4 and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, the inevitable betrayal's coming. It doesn't matter if you won at Connect 4. You want to win at the end game. That's all that really matters.
Yeah. Man, I was impressed. That was a great game. I am going to, because I'm still on the broadcast, so I'm just going to sign that off, and then, but I'm not signing off completely, just off the broadcast. But if you have stuck with us, if you're watching us, hope you all enjoyed it. If you're watching back on YouTube, I hope you didn't start with this one. Very, very good game. Really enjoyed A Way Out, and certainly in our third and final act was not hampered by the fact that you played it before. In fact, it led to quite an interesting discussion during it, and especially afterwards. That's all we are bringing you for now. I'm not even yet sure what game we will be bringing you next. I'm about to get into Far Cry 5, so I'm sure there'll be some streaming of that at some point, as well as always the potential returns to Uncharted 4 and Fortnite, and of course later this month we've got God of War, which I think we're fair to say we're both looking forward to immensely. But for now, Intermittent Gaming is going to take yet another intermission. Goodbye.